What's up, Bev Squad? What's going on, everybody? Hey, you guys, I'm stopping in with a video. One of my subscribers asked me to show her how to make my homemade bowls that I make. I believe her name was Rosemary or either Rosemarie. Okay. All right, so we're gonna get started. And I'm not a professional, but this is how I make my bowls. Really simple, and I call these bowls Thai bowls, okay? And you guys, I'm making me some tea, okay? I made some tea, and I am sipping on this, okay? Regular tea. How's everybody doing today? Okay, so we're gonna get started, and everybody makes their bowls how they want to make them, but this is how Bev Squad make hers. Real simple. You don't have to stress yourself out about it. And I guess you guys can see me. So right now I'm just going to take some of this ribbon here. Okay. And I may have to stand up. So let me stand up. Alright, so you guys, I'm just going to take this ribbon here. And we are going to just cut some regular ribbon, okay? And it's really simple. So what we're going to do, we're just going to cut the ribbon like so, like this. Sorry about the angle, you guys. Okay, so we're just going to take this ribbon here. What we're going to do is we're going to stretch the ribbon like so, okay? And I'm trying to, okay, so basically this is the ribbon here, okay? This is the ribbon here. So we're going to take this particular ribbon and we're just going to like pinch this together like this, okay? So this is what it's looking like. We're just going to pinch this together. All right. Now we're going to just ball this kind of in a knot a little bit so it looks like that, okay? Just ball it in a knot. Now what you're going to do, you're just going to tie it, okay? So you're just going to take this end, come around here, excuse me. You're going to come around here and you're just going to just tie it into a regular knot like this, okay? So let me just tie this in a knot here. Alrighty. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. So basically you're just going to tie this into a knot like so. So let me go ahead and tie the knot and then I'll come back up and show you once I get this knot created, okay? Okay. So right now it looks kind of funny. What you're going to do is you are going to pull the sides down like this, okay? Okay, now you're going to go ahead and try to straighten up your bow like this. So starting to straighten it up a little bit. And you're going to take this side and straighten this up a little, okay? Until you kind of create a little bow there, okay? All right. So this is what it's starting to look like. So let me try to bring it around so you guys can see. All right, so basically it's looking something like this, okay? All right. So actually you're just tying a bow like you would tie your shoelaces, okay? So now you're just pretty much gonna play around with it until you get your desired look. All right. So let me go ahead and fix this and then I'll be able to show you what it's looking like on this end. All right. And this is how I make my Thai bowls, okay? So you're just gonna play around with the bow like so until you get it to how you like it, okay? So this is all what we're doing. We're just playing around with the bow until we get it how we want it. And I hope everybody's doing good and everything. All right, so now you guys, so far, this is what it's looking like. All right, that's what it looks like, okay? Just a regular bow. All right. And you just pretty much just take it and, you know, spread it apart, however you want to do it. Okay, so now you guys, what I'm going to do now with this particular bow, I am going to, if you guys can see, okay, the tails are hanging down. So what I'm going to do now with this tail here, I'm going to even this up some. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just cut this across. Okay, just cut it straight across, like so. Well, let's make this a little bit more neater, okay? And with this wire in here, it's kind of hard to cut, and unless you got a really, really steady hand, which I do, but sometimes, you know, with that wire, okay? So now this is what we're looking at, you guys. We got one small piece and one long piece. So what I'm gonna do now is, see if you guys can hold it up so you guys can see. That's what it's looking like so far. So now I'm gonna take this long piece and I'm gonna cut this piece here, okay? So I wanna have one long piece and one short piece, okay? So I'm gonna cut this across, like so. Now, what I normally do with my bows, I'm not a professional, but this is how I make mine, and it's working so far. So I'm gonna take this and make the tail wing of it. That's what I call it. Everybody got different names for it. And I'm gonna turn this to the side, and we're just gonna cut and make it like into like a little tail, like that, see? Just really simple. Okay, now we're gonna take this other side of this bow. You're gonna take your scissors. You can make this how you want it. It doesn't matter how long you want it. And if you mess up, just get some more ribbon, and you just keep cutting however you know, until you get the desired look that you're looking for, okay? All right. And again, this is Bev Squad, okay? So basically, this is what it's looking like so far, okay? This is the end of the ribbon here, like so. And this is the other side of the ribbon. Now, when I get done, I will show you, you know, a better angle, okay? But this is what it's looking like. It's a regular bow, okay? And you can add different stuff to your bows or whatever you want to do. So that's what it's looking like, you guys. It's a regular bow. And you just cut the ends, okay? Real simple. Now with this one, I will go over it because I think I cut it a little too far over. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm just gonna go in there and cut a little bit more off, okay? Like so. And no, it do not have to be even, okay? Now with this particular ribbon here, I'll show you how I make a bow with this, okay? This is a really pretty pattern. It's red, green, and white, okay? So what we're gonna do with this one, we're just gonna lay the ribbon down. Well, let's go this way. And lay the ribbon down like this. You can make it however long you want. You can cut it here, here, it doesn't matter, okay? So we're gonna take this and we're just gonna follow the white line all the way down, okay? You can make it however long you want, how short you want it, it doesn't matter. It's totally up to what you want to do, okay? All right, now this is how I make my bows. And I do make them different kind of ways, but right now this is what I'm showing you, okay? So it's gonna look like this, okay? Now what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna do the same thing. So this is the bottom part. So what you're gonna do, you're just going to take this like this, and you're just gonna gather this up like so. All right. So you're just gonna gather that up. So this part should be hanging out on the side, okay? That should be hanging out on the side. So you're just gonna make that little loop. See that loop there? So now you're just gonna pinch this a little bit, like so. You're just gonna pinch it. So this is what it's looking like. Just pinch that. And you're gonna take this other piece right here, this ribbon piece right here, and you're just gonna twist it around. Okay? Just twist that around like that. Now you're gonna reach under here. And it can be challenging, okay? And you're gonna try to just pull this as much as you can to make it into another loop on the other side. But what I normally do, I just go ahead and just pull it apart, and however it be, it'll be, and then I'll straighten it up later, okay? So let me get off camera and let me go ahead and pull this tight together so I can show you what it's looking like, so we can go ahead and make this bow happen. Now this is what it's looking like, okay? It looks kind of funny now, but what we're going to do is we're going to play around with the bow. See how that turned out? Nice. Okay, so on this side we got a little bit more of work to do. So we're going to just go ahead and pull this apart like this. All right, let's pull it apart. Is anybody doing anything good today? Anybody else making bows? All right, so now this is what it's looking like, okay? So let me lay that down so you guys can see. All right, just give you a better shot of what it's looking like, okay? It's a regular bow. All right. So now what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna go ahead and cut the wings. And you can really leave it like that if you want, okay? You can leave it just like this. Okay, how pretty is that? It's cute. And like I said, these are homemade bows. You make them however you want them. They don't have to be perfect, okay? So again, we're gonna take the scissors and we're gonna just go in like this on the sides. And then we're gonna take this other side and we're just gonna cut that straight off, okay? Just like that, okay? So now you got a little wing there, okay? Now we're gonna take this other side and we're gonna do the same thing. So we're just gonna cut that, and we're gonna cut this side. And I'm not gonna make this video too long. All right, so basically, that's what your bow is looking like. Got crumbs over here, I was eating some chocolate, okay? So this is what the bow is looking like, okay? All right, it's a regular bow. All right, so now I am going to go ahead and make a small bow with this one. And I think this is so pretty. Hopefully I can make a bow with this one because I don't have a lot of ribbon here. But we're gonna go ahead and make something happen here. So again, we're going to just take this and we're going to make sure you got a wide opening there, okay? So see how I'm holding it? Just holding it like that, okay? All right, just holding them. All right, so now we're going to pinch this together in the middle, just like that. And then we're just going to just wrap this around the best way you can. And sometimes it's gonna look crazy, but once you wrap it around and start to pull it apart, it's gonna look better, okay? So now we're just gonna wrap that around and we're gonna bring this through here like so. And you're gonna pull kind of hard. All right, so now we are going to begin to straighten the bow up, okay? So let's go ahead and straighten these bows up the best way you can. And like I said, you make it however you can make it. It do not have to be the best, okay? Guys, I'm sipping on some tea and lemon, okay? And you pretty much just gotta like play around with the bow, really, actually, to get it how you want it to be, okay? All right, so now, this is what it's looking like so far. So let's lay that down so you can get a little look. Okay, this is a regular bow, homemade bow, okay? And you can take however long you want to straighten it out, the tails out. It's totally up to you. Okay, now again, we are going to take the scissors, move that out the way, and we're just gonna cut right on the end, okay? Don't go all the way up, okay? Just like that. See that little slit? And you're gonna turn it this way, and you're gonna cut this side, okay? Really, really simple. And somebody's calling me. It never fails. Okay, so it's gonna look like that. All right, so now what we're going to do now, we're gonna take this side and we're gonna go ahead and cut this side now, okay? All right, and it do not have to be perfect. All right. And I normally work better if I'm sitting down. You guys, I'm standing up trying to do that, so it's kind of hard. All right, so now this is what this is looking like, this particular bow at this moment. Okay. And then once you put these on your gifts or your presents, you can always straighten the bow up. You know, so that's what it's looking like so far. All right. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, and also you guys, I'm gonna make one with this particular ribbon here, okay? And it's the red and white. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and cut some of this like so. And we're gonna take the scissors and we're just going to cut this straight across, okay? Just like that. All right. And this is what it's look like. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna do the same thing. We're going to bend this in. Okay, somebody sent me a message saying they are checking on me and they love me. Oh, that's so sweet. I love you too. All right, so we're just gonna take this. We're gonna bend this like this. Pinch it together, like so. Take this part here. See this part here? Twist this. And then tie it into a knot like you tying a daggone bow. Like you tying your shoelaces, okay? And you're just gonna pull real tight. All right. Now you see how this look? One side is longer than the other. Don't worry. You're just gonna straighten this up. You're gonna pull this loose. And you're just going to play with this until you get the desired look. How you looking? How you want it to look. And then you're gonna take this side. All right. And there you go. There's your bow. Okay. All right, so this is what the bows look like. So let me try to move some of this stuff over. So this is what it's looking like so far. And like I said, it still needs work. You still got to straighten it up, okay? But I'm just trying to just give you an idea because she asked me how do I make my bows. Okay, so now you guys, we are going to cut this across like this. All right. We're gonna take our scissors and we're just gonna make a little cut here. And then we're gonna make a little cut here. You can make this as long as you want or as short as you want, it doesn't matter. Okay. And it is hard trying to cut through this wire sometimes, okay? You have to pretty much take your time, you gotta practice. And I taught myself how to make these, okay? All right, so we're gonna do the same on this side. All right. You're gonna take the scissors, you're gonna cut straight in, just like that. Turn it around, cut straight in, just like that, okay? All right, and this is what it's looking like. Now, you can always take some, I have some extra ribbon here if you like. You can always add some of this also to your bows. Let me see if I want to use, I think I want to use this silver. Okay, so you just cut a piece of this. You can always dress this up, okay? Like this part here, if you want something in between there, you can put anything in between there. You can use some of this ribbon to go on there. And you can just wrap this around like the inside. Like this part right here, you guys. That's what I'm talking about. You can always wrap that. And wrap it and wrap it and wrap it. Okay. And you can have that like that. That is so cute. You can have this hanging down. Okay. You can have that hanging down. It's totally up to you. So let me lay it down so you can get an idea. Okay. You can keep wrapping however you want. You can design however you want. You can have this hanging short. If you want, you can cut this side to make this shorter. It doesn't matter. All right, you guys, let me show you a finished product with this one right here. Okay. I made this one before I got on camera. And this is what this one turned out to be. Okay. All right. It's a regular bow. And that's what it looks like. And you can always make it better. You can make it longer. The more you practice, the better you would get, okay? And you can tie more ribbon around, whatever. You can take this part right here and you can just wrap this in between this part, okay? Just take your ribbon and just keep wrapping in between the corner. You can use different colors, whatever, and then you can have stuff that's hanging down like that, okay? And you can always take the scissors and make this kind of curly if you want. It's up to you, okay? Now, let me get a sip of tea, you guys. I'm gonna show you one more thing. I'm gonna let you guys go. Sorry about the angle. All right, so now, I don't know if anybody ever showed you guys this, but if you don't have any money and you want to try to make a different kind of bow, yes, you can do it, okay? What you do is you take this back off here, okay? Take this back off just like this. Alrighty, and this is what you call a homemade bow, okay? If you don't have no ribbon, excuse me, this is your ribbon, okay? Alright, Bev Squad, so you're just going to take this bow loose, a regular bow. Your cousins, your neighbors, your friends may have a bow laying around the house, whatever. Now, normally I would take the staples out. Okay, so you're just going to take this daggone bow loose, okay? Just like this. All right. If I can get it out of loose. All right, see how easy this comes loose? And there it is, okay? It's a regular bow. It was a bow, now it's ribbon. All right, so the last one I'm gonna show you guys, okay? This is optional. No, it's not gonna come out looking professional, but it's a bow, okay? All right, so hopefully you can see the color, okay? It's like a really pretty silver color, okay? So now you're just going to cut this straight across like this. You're gonna do the same thing, okay? And it's kind of curling up, but it's okay. I'm just trying to give you an idea. If you don't have no bows and you say, okay, I want a different kind of bow. So you're just gonna do the same thing. Here's the end of it. You're just gonna take this and tie it, okay? You're just gonna tie it like this, like you're tying a shoelace. Okay? And this is what you call homemade right here, people, okay? Homemade. Now, what you're gonna do now, you're gonna try to just play around with it and get it how you like it, okay? However small you want it, however big, whatever. And you're just gonna play around. See if I can straighten this up a little bit for you guys. But pretty much just giving you an idea if you don't have any bows laying around. And all you got is, if you don't have any ribbon. And if you want to make something different, okay? I love to create, okay? Now, so you just pretty much make this however you like, okay? Now, since it's already kind of curly, it's not going to stand the way this will stand up, okay? It's just not going to happen. And the way this is standing up, okay? It's not going to be as firm, okay? So it's going to look something like this. All right? So now you're going to take your scissors and you're just going to cut this like this. All right? And there's your other bow, okay? Now, to dress this up, okay, you are going to take your scissors and you're going to cut this like so, and you're going to do the same thing to make it look a little better. Okay, you see how the ends look? Okay, that's what you're looking for. Okay, and you're gonna do it on this side too. Let's see if we can cut a little bit more off. All right, so you're just gonna cut on both sides. All right. All right, so basically you will actually have a bow and then you will have a ribbon, okay? Now to dress this up, but it's totally up to you, you're gonna take some of this ribbon here, okay? And let's see what a red piece looks like, okay? You can always have this going around here to try to dress it up some type of way. Just bring this around. And then it's gonna look something similar to this, you know. And you can always keep going around in the middle, like so. And you can always put decorations anywhere that you like, okay, on here. It's totally up to you, okay? All right. So just giving you an idea of what you can do for your baskets. You can always add stuff to it. You can add more bling bling to it. You can put stuff on the sides. It's totally up to you, okay? All right, you guys, so I'm gonna do one more with this mesh here. This is really pretty, okay? So let me show you what this looks like. All right, so we're just gonna take this and we're gonna cut this. Now what I'm gonna do with this one, I'm gonna make a real big one, okay? Trying not to let this camera fall. All right, so now I'm just gonna make this any kind of way, okay? But I'm gonna straighten it up, okay? So this is what it's looking like. So we're just gonna take this. We're gonna tie this baby in a knot real quick, like this. I can work better if I'm going faster, okay? All right, and there you go. Just like that. You're gonna straighten this baby up like this. Alrighty. And you're gonna take this side and you're gonna straighten this up. It do not have to be perfect. See how quick I made that? So let me try to lay it down so you can see. Okay. Alright, hopefully you guys can see it. It's just a regular bow. Now, you can always have the, you know, you can have this hanging down. It's up to you. You can add more gold to this to close that in, or you can cut the sides, whatever, okay? All right. All right, you guys, so now I am going to show you the final product of what it's looking like. And we're gonna go from there, okay? And like I said, you know, everybody designed different, you know. It's totally up to however you like. Alrighty. So just giving you a couple ideas, alright? Alright guys, so let me see if I can move this camera slowly around here. Alright, so let's bring this over. Alright, so basically these are the bows that I just made, okay? So far we made this one here. Okay. Alright. And like I said, you can make it however you want to make them, okay? Alright, then we have this one here, like so. Okay. You just cut the sides. And I will have to straighten that tail up at the bottom, okay? Then this real pretty red one here. So I'm working with one hand, so I can't really show you the way I want to show you, okay? Alright. Then we have this bow here, okay? Alright, this bow here. Alright. And that's about it, you guys. So, just stopping in. Somebody asked for me to show them how to make it, so I went ahead and showed her how to make it. Hope you guys learned something from this. And again, this is Bev Squad. Hope everybody's having a safe and blessed day. As always, look both ways before you get out your door. Check your back seat. Make sure nobody's not in your back seat before you pull off. And you guys have a safe and blessed day, okay? Alrighty, talk to you guys later.